Also knowing you and knowing about him, I didn't know him personally. I know that there's so much inspiration to take from something like that, and he had a message. He had a significant message. In fact, his whole point was, he said, quote, "I've never been so happy in my life. We all need to enjoy the moment." I mean, in effect, is that not the biggest takeaway?
Yeah, he did his wife, now widow, Chelsea, she's carrying on his site, but she put a montage together the night before he passed away. He journaled. I wish I journaled. I don't journal. I respect people that journal. I think it's fantastic. His last journal entry was, "I'm so happy with my life. I appreciate everything I have." And who writes that the day before they pass away? It just doesn't happen. But he like I said, my wife was lucky. She says it every day to have him as a brother, although it was short. And his wife Chelsea would say the same thing, and so would his parents. For those of you that have kids, number one worst thing, at top of the list. People rank losing a child. That's it. That's the one. I don't have to experience that, but I'm around them, and we're gonna go to dinner tonight and talk about them and think about them. But there's no words. There's no words.
No, there's not, and I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. I would say this, going back to your rhetorical question about, you don't know how I grew up. I grew up much like you, Bob, except about a foot shorter, without any of the game, not nearly as smart. But it is really, really good to see. I've got one final thought. You talk about, and his thing was about the TED Talk and how you define success. Your life's worked out pretty well. You come to the Bay Area, you win a national championship at UCLA, you brought an NBA title back to Golden State, you got a great, great resume. So how do you define success?
You know what? It's a good question. Success to me has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money. We equate success with money all the time. I think it has saying somebody's wealthy to me does not mean they're successful. It's not even part of it, in my opinion. Being successful is the people, and I said this when Steph got his MVP speech, the people that know you the best love you the most. So that's success to me. That's your kids, that's your wife, that's your parents, that's your family, that's your friends. The 10 people that matter revere you. We can't all touch millions of people. Millions of people listen to your show. They don't really know you personally, so what's success? It's the people that know you the best. Because we can fool, especially when you're in the public eye, you can fool people. You can be beloved by...
I say it almost every single day, we don't know any of these guys.
No.
And we just don't. Based on what?
Based on what?
Soundbite, interview, we don't.
Yeah, but
we don't.
Like I know, there's 50, 20, 30, there's your family, there's your wife, there's your kids. That's the respect you need to earn. Those are the people that decide whether you're successful or not. Yep. That's my idea of success. The Warriors is fantastic. I love it. I love what I do. I'm so proud to have grown up here and help in my part get a championship to these fans. I'll never forget that. I'll carry that one with me. But there's a different, deeper thing in regards to success that is personal, and so that's my definition.
It's very good. In fact, I want to make sure that folks know that when we talked about Scott Dinsmore, that's the TED Talk you want to look for.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that they know it's Scott Dinsmore, and that's where you look for it. It's something, an amazing thing to see. Bob, I can't say how much I appreciate you, the friendship, you coming here. I know this was not an easy conversation, but I just think that it was so inspiring and so motivational, and I really appreciate you having the courage to share your thoughts on that a year after the fact. And I appreciate the relationship and always talking basketball. And I'm not sure I've got the nerve to go to San Quentin. I might just have to have you tell me about it. Or maybe I will.
You can coach. You don't have to. But you know what? Are you going to have a problem keeping your... I know sometimes you can get animated, and I just can't have you getting into it with one of the inmates.
I don't need to worry about that at all. I don't think there's going to be any concern whatsoever.
Yeah, right. That would be my only concern.
Don't worry about that. I will not step over the line. I'll know my room. I'll know my room. Bob, can't say how much I appreciate you. And one last thing. What is it like to have a legend in your life? Ray Ritter is without question the greatest PR executive. And by the way, he's much more important than that. I've done this for 25 years. I've dealt with 25,000 PR people. Alvin, don't tell me I need a break until I'm done talking about Ray Ritter. What is it like to share the same physical space with Ray Ritter?
It's a dream, man. He's you know what?
I can't believe I'm in the same room with Ray right now.
You know what, though? He's, like I said, there's people that leave a mark, right? And Ray's sitting over there. Ray, I'll tell you, man, you're unique in such a tremendous way. You know him, Jim. You know him for how long?
He's
20,
the GOAT.
30 years?
He's the GOAT.
Yeah,
20
he's-
20 plus years.
But you know what? Everybody that knows him says that, right? So it's true. That's what who you get to work with. Who you get to live with, and I get to see him a little too much, but he's the best.
There's no such thing. You know, here's
He's
the
the
weird thing
best.
about you're a good dude. He's a good dude. The guys on the team are great dudes. How about this notion that the Golden State Warriors are going to be the villain this year? How weird is that?
I don't get. Well, look, nobody wants to hear what I have to say because I'm going to defend us. But you've had our guys on, right?
Good guys.
I mean,
Good guys.
They're not bad guys.
We may not know anybody really, but I'm here to tell you they're good guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you too. And so the villain thing, if you want to cast us and you want to market us, and that's what sells to people, I don't know. But when we're in opposing arenas and those kids want autographs from Steph and Draymond and Kevin Durant, and Clay, you want your kids interact. They're good people, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I don't get that one, but I'm sure it's gonna be out there.
It's going to be out there. If I'm not to put you on the spot, but you like talking to me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, if I don't get to a break right now, I will not have a job.
Oh, okay,
Then
no
we won't
problem.
have done.
All right,
My
go
friend,
ahead.
so good to see you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
yeah, for sure.
Everybody, clap. Honestly, an amazing jungle interview.